All right, so we're back. Final installment of going through all the games we got from Levi. I'm gonna try and go pretty quick, but there's just a lot of cool stuff. But I'm just tired of looking at these bins of unprocessed games. We don't know where we're putting all of them. So we're gonna go through it. Got, I don't know, like 8 more bins. So yeah, also slightly different setup. Changed my office. I think it looks cool. I don't know, we'll see how it looks on video. Got N64, got some of my box collection stuff. So I do actually collect. This caught my eye, I just think it's interesting. It's the trilogy. It's in terrible condition, but I don't think I realized that there was like a book version of it. The only ones I've ever seen is where it has the 3 different cases on it. Looks like we got some Xbox games, but I do know there's a lot of cartridge in here. Got an Alpha Sapphire, but it's case only. Super Mario 3 and the Duck Hunt. RoboCop versus Terminator. It's nice and CIB. Sealed Saints Row, that's cool. Wii game. A lot of stuff to go through. Oh, tried to open that and it's sealed as well. I love finding sealed games because you don't really have to do anything. You just got to wipe down the outside. Royal Rumble CIB for the Genesis. It's a nice little 3D printed N64 stand. And there's Smash, Diddy Kong, looks like the staples. Mario Kart, Supercross, no one cares about that. And San Francisco Rush. Nice little stand. I have a 3D printer, so I can always print that kind of thing. Do have DK64. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. I do think Super Mario 64 is better though. Got some NES games. Pinball, Spy Hunter, Airwolf, and Rambo. I'm gonna call it Zank? I don't know. Got some loose PSP games. Some good ones though. Midnight Club 3, Burnout, Tomb Raider. There's a lot of games in this box. Sonic Spinball. Some of these games I'm not gonna spend too much time, like a disc-only version of South Park Fractured Butthole. I knew it had an inappropriate name, I didn't realize it was that bad. But you guys aren't gonna care that much about that. Or like Jak and Daxter, but it has Test Drive in it, so it's just basically another disc-only game. MVP 07. I think that one used to be decent, but I think it's come down quite a bit in price. But it's just the artwork. Got some manuals, Super Tecmo Bowl. Got a Centipede, missing the manual, and Pac-Man World. CIB will definitely need a new case. We have Carrie's Donkey Kong for the Coleco. Sure she's missing that game. There's some Genesis. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat 2. Some more sealed games, and they don't look like they are like the Dollar General ones, so is an actual seal. Mystic Quest, that's a good one. Found another Sonic and Knuckles. I think this is the 5th one that we found. A lot of those. Ooh, Zelda Ocarina of Time, the gold cartridge, but it is in pretty rough shape. That'll probably go on our eBay. So if you're looking for that, definitely check it out. Got some Game Boy Advance games, Mario's, all pretty good games. College football, loose, Marvel Nemesis. This bin has a lot of stuff in it. We have a gotcha. It's not the 5-screw. Someday we're gonna find the 5-screw. Luigi's Mansion, but it's actually got Mario Golf on the inside. And for those of you guys curious, the non-5-screw I think is worth like $5, but the 5-screw I think is worth like $2,000. So would love to find that. Probably not gonna go over the Atari games when I find them. Ooh, okay, this is a good one. We have Castlevania Dracula X. The back looks good. Just feels a little off. I think it's authentic. I got Blitz. It's always a good one to see. Jungle Book, Incredible Hulk. I have that for the Super Nintendo down there. Good game. I think it's actually considered a really bad game, but I enjoyed it as a kid. A lot of NES in here. Bugs Bunny and the Track and Meet. Hoops 1942. Hoping we can find some cool stuff. Top Gun. That Castlevania was cool. Got some Japanese games. If you guys like Japanese games, those will definitely be going on our eBay. Super sun faded or smoked Rush 2. Doesn't smell smoky. Dragon Warrior, Back to the Future. I think that's decent. Muppet Adventure, Turtles 2 Manhattan Project, that's a good one. Secret of Evermore, pretty sure that's good. I feel like that one's good. And the other one was T2. So this is TNC Surf Designs. I think there's a 5-screw of that. That's pretty valuable too. Super Star Wars. I haven't seen that in a while. Got some more Atari. Bart versus the World. World Cup USA 94. It's got like a dog on it. Platoon. There's a lot of games in here. Got another sealed game. Sonic All-Stars Racing. Okay, we got some Switch games. X and X2 and Let's Go Pikachu. I don't know if I have that anymore. Pretty sure I do. Oh, no, just another Sonic and Knuckles. That's like, I think that's 5 that we found going through all of this. Majora's Mask with a lenticular cover. Okay, well, these are decent. Legend of Zelda, Castlevania, and Star Force. Super C, that's a good one, and Dracula's Curse. So we got, I feel like, most of the Castlevania games at this point. Turtles 3 Manhattan Project. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It's in really rough shape. Operation Wolf. WrestleMania. Mario Bros. For the Atari. See a gold cartridge. We have the Adventure of Link. You know, that's a good one. Got some more Japanese Game Boy games. Got some Game Gear. Ken Griffey. So we got this Mahjong looking thing. This like boy with his like wizard friend. Soccer game, and looks like a Sailor Moon game. No idea what those are or if they're good, but they'll probably be listed on eBay by the time this video goes live. Did find a Mario Party. It's in rough shape. We have TMNT Arcade with the manual. Another sealed Fast and Furious. Gargoyles. I don't know if that's good. I feel like that might be. I have to look up some of these. Pro Wrestling, Pokemon Stadium. Fortunately, it has someone's name written on it. That's pretty normal though. Super Smash is the only one notable in there. Just grabbing a stack of NES. And there's good ones in here. Ninja Gaiden, Mega Man 3, Goonies, and Rad Racer 2. Rainbow Six for the N64, Super Mario 64. So obviously there's some really good titles in here. It's just a lot to go through. Did find another Adventure of Link. It's in really rough shape. Majora's Mask for the 3DS, Nintendogs. I'm gonna go through the rest of this real quick and tell y'all if I find anything notable, but it looks like it's a lot of Atari, Sega, and just loose games. So if there's anything interesting, I'll call it out, and then hopefully the desk will look a lot cleaner. All right, so we went through the rest of it, and these are some of the more interesting things we found. I thought this was funny. It's like a, I don't know, a little bracelet that you could have to carry your precious game. And of course it has M&M kart racing, just really random accessory. I thought it was kind of cool. We have Revenge of Drakon for the Game Gear. Just based off of the title, I feel like it has to have some value. Galahad for the Genesis. Again, based off the artwork, the title, it's got to have some kind of value. Found some decent Game Boy Advance games in here. So we found Mario Pinball Land. I've never seen that. And then we have Bomberman and then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. 2 Dragon Ball Z games. Legacy of Goku 2 and Legacy of Goku. Super Mario Bros. 3, Ready to Rumble Boxing, and Disney Party. So just some better Game Boy Advance games. There were clearly a lot. We did find a couple of decent 3DS and DS. So we have Paper Mario, and we have Zelda Spirit Tracks. Those are always good to see. We did find one TurboGrafx game. It's called Sidearms. There's a sticker of $25, so you don't get TurboGrafx very often. So figured I'd call that out. And then we did find Flashback. I don't remember if that's a good title, but one of the guys that helps me out was talking about this the other day, so I figured I'd grab that. And then we do have another bin. I grabbed the 2 biggest bins first so that we can start going through it. I'm gonna try to go through this as fast as possible. So right now I'm just kind of grabbing some random games that I'm not gonna talk about. Just sports titles. There was one, I think Madden 10 can be decent, but that might just be for PS2. We got some Japanese DS games. I have no idea what they are, but if you're interested, they're probably on our eBay. Magic the Gathering Battle Mage. Got some empty cases. It's Atari. Pretty, I think it's kind of broken. Let's see what else we got. This might not actually be games. I've never, so I don't look at Disney Infinity stuff very often, but this is kind of cool. It's a little way to like carry your Disney Infinity for like, I guess your kids going to see their friends or something. We're gonna pause it. I'm gonna take out these random accessories that don't matter, and we'll get back to the games. All right, so we went through the whole bin. It was mostly cords, cables, third-party accessories, so moved on. We did find a bunch of loose discs, nothing crazy. So we kind of put everything like that on the table. And then on a quick break, we did check, and Dracula X is legit. About a $300 game at this point. So it's in very good condition too, but I opened it up and it's got the Nintendo. It looks legit, so super cool. We have like all the Castlevanias because we have Castlevania 3. I did find Symphony of the Night loose the other day, so a lot of Castlevania. We're gonna go through this bin pretty quick. It looks kind of like junky games. There might be a couple, like I look at most of the NCAA games, and it's looking very sporty right now, but that's fine. Sometimes sports games can still be worth listing. Got Kobe on that one. Knockout Kings. So we went through the rest of the box. It was a lot of sports games. You guys aren't gonna care at all about that. But this bin, just looking at it, I can already tell you it's gonna have some good stuff. So we're gonna go through it a little bit more in depth. Got some PS2 games, Ratchet and Clank, Sly, Tack, Sly 3, Crash, Spyro, Sly 2. Good titles. We're getting there. We got some good titles in here. Minecraft. Surprisingly, this is actually a pretty good title for flipping. For flipping, obviously. Super Mario Galaxy. There's some good games in here. We got the Steelbook of Halo 2. These always have rust. I don't get it. It's probably just because it's steel or aluminum, whatever this is, just exposed. Game of the Year edition, Call of Duty. Don't see that cover art very often. Okami, Gauntlet, SpongeBob, GameCube, CIB. Nice to see. I don't even think we found any other GameCube games in here, so that is especially nice to see. We got Knights, Super Mario Galaxy, Pikmin, Mario Kart, Ninja Gaiden 3. Let's see if they're all in there. They seem to be, which is great. Especially Mario Kart. We always need more Mario Kart, so if you have it, hit us up. Definitely interested. Now we got a bunch of PS1 games. VIP with Pamela Anderson. This is a weird game. It is about as weird as you probably think it is. Rumble Arena, Digimon. Love to see that. I think I already have that in the collection. If I didn't, I'd probably keep it. Rayman Rush, PS1. Good titles. Good titles in here. Jet Moto. Let's see. Tekken 2. It's a good one. Lucky Luke. I think I've only seen that like once before. There's a lot of PS1 in here, which means could have some good value in here. Turbo Prop Racing, Brunswick, Smurf Racer. I don't know about that one. Hooters Road Trip. Some quality games in here. Woody Woodpecker Racing. What else we got? Ooh, Spice World.
Victoria, Emma, Mel B, Jerry, and Mel C. They're ready for action.
I can't remember. Does that have some good value or not? Got some Dreamcast sports games. Nothing crazy there. Just some other, just normal good titles. Mega Man 8. That's a good one. Wish it was Black Label. Crash. Spyro. Stuart Little 2. Another Spyro game. Got AI. And more AI. Saga Frontier. that has got to be a decent game. Definitely an RPG, and I've never heard of it, so I'd be very surprised if that was cheap. Godfather for the Xbox, it's a good one. Tetris Evolution. Huh. I don't know if I've ever seen that or flipped it. Neo Contra, someone was selling that for $1. Someone got a good deal on that. Fur Fighter and Sonic Riders. This is a lot better bin. A lot better bin. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 Limited Edition. Bayonetta, Left 4 Dead Until Dawn. Sealed Alpha Protocol. And Shadow of Apocalypse. It's the weirdest way ever to spell apocalypse. Perfect Dark. The First Templar. That's unique. Family Guy. Vanquish Sealed. Monkey Ball, and Sonic Freeriders. So a lot better box. I think we got 6 more to go still, but they're a lot smaller, so we're gonna go through them a lot faster. So on to the next box. We actually have 8 more boxes after this, but this one's really good. There's a lot of good stuff immediately on top. So like, got a Ridge Racer, long box, PS1 game. We got some consoles, and they feel like they're in there. So we have a Game Boy Advance SP, and Teal? Yes, Teal Game Boy Color. I couldn't remember what they called that one. Those are both really good. Some good titles in here. We got 2 of the Goats. Another Mario Kart. Love to see that. Smash, Guitar Hero. Nothing too crazy there, but I know there's some good stuff coming. Midnight Club. Excited to see that. Guitar Hero, the dual pack. That's always nice to see. Minecraft, Midnight Club again. Loose Disc, and Shadows of the Damned. This table is going to be so full when I'm done because there's still a lot of games, like I said. I was going to throw the case away and just take the disc, but it is a GameCube case, so we'll see if we can clean it up. If you guys know of a good replacement case for that, let me know. I know there's one company that makes them and they're okay. I'd love to find something that actually looks official. Halo, Jack and Daxter HD Collection, and Liberty City's Complete Edition. Those are some good ones. Got some UMDs for $1 a piece. Brett, that's handling our cards, he is interested in UMDs, so gonna work out a deal with him on those. Blitz Overtime. That one was hidden in there with some UMDs. And then at the bottom, there was a Paper Mario, Hotel Transylvania, Mario Kart, and Super Mario Deluxe for the Switch. We're gonna ignore the Call of Duty. Revenge of the Fallen. A few of the Transformer games for 360 are really good, but I don't know about that one. 5 copies of Black Ops 2. Some Wii Sports right here. Repro art on that, which is fine. We're always buying Wii Sports. This looks like just some general PS1 games. Oh, that's a good one. We have, it is in there. Wario Master of Disguise for the DS, and that is complete. Probably gonna switch out the case. Condition of the case is a little rough, but it is a pretty good title. On to the second row in this bin. These look like mostly resealed games. Dark Souls 2 and 1, those are always good. Mortal Kombat Complete Edition. Don't see anything crazy in here. Sealed Fallout New Vegas, that's cool. Guitar Hero, that's cool. It looks like the rest of the games in here are kind of junky. This is good. This is a good one. If you guys want to sell us this, I think we pay like 20 or 25 for it. I don't remember. Hit me up if you have it because I would love to buy it. But that's going to be it for this bin, and we're going to move on to the next one. All right. We are on to our last big bin, and then we have like 5 small bins. Those are going to be really easy to go through because they're all stacked nicely. And we can see the labels from the top. So let's just start going through this one. Got some PSP games. Underground Rivals and SmackDown 2011. Those are both decent titles. Batman. Got some NES games. We'll go through those pretty quick, see if there's anything that catch my attention. Hunt for Red October. Win or Lose or Draw. I can't imagine that is a good game. Batman, Top Gun. We got Kid Icarus for the NES and Mega Man 2. Worst cover art. Mega Man looks so ridiculous on the cover of that. We got some Genesis games, X-Men 2 and Aladdin. I don't know that I've seen this in a clamshell. I'm used to seeing it in the cardboard. And I assume that's a repro cover art, or not cover art, case. Forza Deluxe Edition of 2K19 Wrestling. Illusion of Gaia and Secrets of Mana. Have some Genesis games. Mortal Kombat 3, it's a good title. Mortal Kombat 2, NBA Jam, Superman, and Mortal Kombat. Clearly had a favorite type of game. They like fighting games. Got some more PS4 in the bottom here. Feel empty. That's empty. This might all be empty, unfortunately. We do have some Intellivision. Oh, nice. I assume this was going to be Atari. I'm probably not going to go over the Intellivision stuff. I can't imagine there's many Intellivision collectors that watch my channel. Kung Fu for the Wii U. Crash. Trying to see if any of these boxes are interesting. That one's interesting. Looks like it's missing half of it. It's missing the game. Super Mario All-Stars, the limited edition for the 25th anniversary. That's cool. Got some more sports games. Got this cool Gengar sleeve binder, I guess. Not really a sleeve. Sealed Call of Duty Vanguard. Lawn mowing simulator. Yeah, let's go. Pokemon Platinum. And it is in there. Probably just leave that in the case so we don't lose it. At the bottom, we just have a couple of loose games and then some Intellivision stuff. So we will move on to the next case. The next box. So this is kind of what the last of it looks like. So we have 3 more after these 2, but it looks like there's some decent stuff in here. We're gonna try and go through it quick, call out some of the more interesting stuff. Looks like a lot of Xbox One stuff right here. A lot of Xbox One stuff. The only interesting titles I'm seeing are Gears of War Ultimate Edition. Killer Instinct I think is decent. World Class Baseball and Keith Courage in Alpha Zones. It's interesting. But both of those are TurboGrafx games. And they are actually in there. So don't see those every day. Or really ever. Never see TurboGrafx. Got some PS3 games. PS4. It's interesting. It's missing the manual, but they still put that artwork in there. Definitely not going to talk about a SOCOM game. Remnant from the Ashes. I don't know what that is. A bunch of manuals. See if there's anything interesting. Kirby's Adventure. Bartman. 8 Eyes. Platoon. To the Earth. Faxandu. Frogger. Tetris. All-Stars Super Mario World. That one might be decent. I know some of the NES ones were decent there. What else we got? We got a Mega Memory card. Whoa, he had a $65 sticker on that. Some of the Game Shark type stuff can be pretty good. It's actually what I used to beat Chase After the Right Price. We do have some interesting cartridge games. Blitz, SpongeBob, Zelda 4 Swords, Namco, and Rhythm Heaven. I don't know if you guys know this, but this game is worth like 30 bucks loose. Looks like the rest of this is stuff you all aren't going to care about. So I'm going to organize this real quick and move on to the next box. I'm just going to point out the interesting titles. Resident Evil for PS3, NCAA Football 12, PS3, it's a good title. Path of Neo, I think has some decent value. It may have dropped. I think that's it for this bin. So we got 3 left and then we're done. We're finally done. Got everything. Okay, so this is the last 3 bins. I'm quickly looking over them and I'm gonna just give you guys the highlights because I'm tired and we have a crazy purchase happening in like an hour, maybe even less. Red Alert 3, I feel like they turned the servers off on this and so I think that might have hurt the value a little bit. Looney Tunes is a little interesting. Family Game Night, ooh, Godfather. The Family Game Night really surprises people because it has value on Amazon. Another wrestling game, Pac-Man, and Vikings. That might not have value. Sometimes I have a memory of it having value and sometimes I'm wrong. Undercover. Honestly, a lot of the Need for Speeds have like a little bit of value. And I think that's it for this bin. So I'm gonna put this on the floor. So what I'm seeing on this one is not much, to be honest. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, that might be decent. And there probably is titles I'm missing, but this has gone up, surprisingly. I think people are excited for GTA 6, so that's gone up, and there's 2 copies of it. That's nice to see. Halo Wars, I feel like I don't ever see that. That might have a little bit of value. Michael Jackson, The Experience. I think Wii is the only one that this is good on. And that's it for this bin. And then the final bin, so glad to finally be done with this. But the problem is we're literally about to make a purchase this size in like an hour. I've already paid for it, so stay tuned for that video. So what I'm seeing in this bin is Little Big Planet 2. It's decent. Bound by Flame might be decent. I didn't think it was in there for a second. Pimp My Ride, I don't think it is. It's one that I always think it has some value, but I don't think it actually does. Cars. I actually just watched this for the first time. Didn't watch it when it came out. Maybe this Detroit PS4 game. Oh, Lego Harry Potter. The Lego games actually can have some good value. And that's it. We did just find 2 Switch games. Obviously, those have some value. That is all of the games that we got from Levi. It has taken, honestly, what, 3 weeks? What do you think? 3 weeks? Not too bad to go through them. And that's like recording and going through them. It hasn't been that bad. We waited quite a while. But that's it. That's it. We're done. And now we're on to the next purchase. I'm out, Kinkses.